achieve this response capability. Now, in terms of the law enforcement, the Nigerian Navy is working closely with other agencies, particularly the Nigerian Police, the Nigerian EFCC, and other law enforcement agencies to be able to ensure that when we detect, we respond, and we arrest, that the criminals are actually brought into book to be able to answer for their crimes. Because we realize that no matter what we do, without the law enforcement bringing these criminals to book, we will always go back to start from the beginning. As part of this concept, within the past few years, we have been engaged in several operations. Some of these operations are basically targeted at ensuring that we reduce crimes in the maritime environment, particularly critical issues of crude oil theft. We all know that Nigeria is an oil-producing country, and our economic survival depends on how we are able to protect that vital resource. And as such, we have several operations that are targeted towards this, and as well as securing the maritime environment from other forms of criminalities. Particular note is our Operation Dakata Dabarao, which in Hausa language, okay, I know why the honorable members are laughing. It means catch the thief. Well, this, as the name implies, the operation is designed to be able to bring crude oil theft and other criminal activities in the maritime environment to a halt. When I mean a halt, may not be to reduce it to zero, but to bring it to the barest minimum. And since we launched that operation, what we have been noticing is a gradual and continuous reduction in the activities of these criminals.
Order, please. Order, please, in the House. Order.
We also have several operations. Recently, we launched what we call the Operation Water Guard, mostly in the Western Front, that is between Nigeria and the Republic of Benin. This operation is designed to address the prevailing threat in that area, the prevailing maritime crime in that area, which is smuggling of rice, smuggling of fuel to our other countries, which is one of the major areas that the President and Commander-in-Chief have directed us to make sure we face them headlong. Operation Water Guard has been critical in reducing criminal activity, particularly smuggling of petroleum products to the Republic of Benin and Togo and the rest of them. We have recorded a lot of successes in this regard. We are also critically, engaged in Operation Awase in Lagos area. Of course, we all know that the Lekki axis of Lagos is gradually becoming an economic nerve center of this country. If you take statistics of all the container and shipping activities that come into Nigeria, over 70% of them end up between Lagos and Ogun State. Now the Dangote refinery is also coming up, and we see this area as strategic and important, and we believe that it is only if we put our resources there that we'll be able to check these crimes before they escalate. And to this extent, we have established an operational base in the Lekki Free Zone area and also at the Takwa Bay area. I make bold to say that the Dangote refinery has given us letter of commendation based on our activities in securing the environment within that area. In addition to other various operations which the Nigerian Navy is undertaking, we are also engaged in other critical areas of regional collaboration. Because for those of us who are aware of how the maritime environment is a very fluid environment, there are no boundaries, even though we have maritime boundaries, but you cannot see any physical line to tell you that you are in Nigeria or you are in Cameroon or you are in another water. Moreover, ocean current flow from country to country, the fishes move around, they don't care about boundary. And that is why we must engage other neighboring countries and work in hand with them. And that is why we have been engaged in several aspects of international and regional collaboration. We engage in international and regional exercises like exercise of Bangame, which we just concluded recently, exercise and other areas of collaboration. In fact, the Yaoundé Code of Conduct, through that Yaoundé Code of Conduct of 2014, we were able to establish what we call the Regional Maritime Control Centers, both in Abidjan and Cameroon, whereby we exchange information with all these our regional neighbors with a view to checkmating these transnational crimes in the maritime environment. Now, based on these operations, we have recorded tremendous achievements over the years. I will not go into these achievements one by one, but I wish to put on record here that prior to 2022, Nigeria was listed as one of the pirate-prone countries in the world. But based on the activities and efforts of the Nigerian Navy, the Nigerian maritime environment was delisted from that list, and Nigeria is now considered a piracy-free nation. This has several implications, both in terms of confidence of investors in the maritime environment within Nigeria, and in terms of even premium on insurance for vessels coming into Nigeria. There has been a drastic reduction in this premium, which will definitely, within a very short time, begin to impact on goods and services that are coming into Nigeria. It is also on record that within the past 1 or 2 months, there has been some improvement in terms of oil production. This is not just something that was by accident. It is by the continuous effort of the Nigerian Navy and other security agencies, the Army, the police, and the rest of us. We have done this because when I took over, well, the first thing I told, based on my own command philosophy, is that we must purge ourselves. And by the time we purge ourselves, we'll be able to purge others. That is what we are doing. So the issue of collusion, the issue of involvement in crimes, the issue of aiding the saboteurs, I can say that we have brought it to almost zero as I am speaking to you now. And that is why these improvements are being recorded.